Xiaoli's mother prepared today many nice cakes. Xiaoli thought to herself, 我要把它们都吃了。But before that, her mother said, 小丽，把手洗了。In this video, we talk about 把。1. Why or when should we use 把 sentence? Actually, it's only about change. Now, let's see the examples of 把 sentence to understand the change in sentence. Number 1. 把它们吃了。把它们吃了 which means finish eating them. We have similar 把它们吃把它们吃 Literally, it means eat them. But what is the difference between two sentences? The first sentence is the 吃了 which means finish eating. It's about the change of eat something. We can have the feeling eat something and finish this action. But second sentence is only 吃, only eat. It does not indicate any change of this action. So in daily life, we do speak 把它们吃了. We do not speak 把它们吃. Example number 2. 把手洗一下把手洗一下 which means have a wash of the hands. The similar we have 把手洗把手洗 which means wash hands. So we can see very clearly the difference is the first sentence 洗一下 is a politely request, and we have feeling after 洗一下 we can have our hand very clean. So this is the change. But second sentence is only 洗 is only wash, is only action. There's no change in this sentence. So the first sentence we use it in our daily life, and there's no existing of second sentence 把手洗. Example number 3. 我把书包放桌上我把书包放桌上 I put the bag on table. And we have similar sentence 我把书包放我把书包放 which means I put the bag. The difference is that first sentence indicate the new place for bag to stay. The second sentence we only have this action put. So now we can have this conclusion. 把 sentence is always about some change. So when we have this change, we can use 把 sentence. When there's no change, we do not use 把 sentence. 2. How to make 把 sentence? Actually, the basic structure of 把 sentence is very simple. It's 把 plus noun that represent things to be changed, and plus verb. So here in this basic 把 sentence structure, we must pay attention to the verb, because the verb can not only be a dynamic verb, it can also be stationary verb, which indicate no change in 把 sentence. So in order to make this verb to be dynamic always, we must add something at the end of a verb. For example, 1.1, 了 which indicate complete or finish. Let's see example sentence number 1. 把它们吃了把它们吃了 The basic structure here is 把它们吃把它们吃 But it's only eat, it doesn't indicate any change. We must add 了 at the end of a verb 吃 to have 把它们吃了 which means finish eating. then we have to change in this past sentence. Or we can add 1.2 一下 which indicate a polite request. Let's see sentence example number 2. 把手洗一下 把手洗一下 The basic structure of a 把 sentence here is 把手洗 but it's only wash. It doesn't indicate any change. When we add 一下 at the end of a verb 洗 we have 把手洗一下 and then we have the meaning that we wash hands, the dirty hands, and after that we have clean hands. This is change. Or we can add 1.3, a place or direction. For example, 桌上地下室 and so on. Let's see example sentence number 3. 我把书包放桌上我把书包放桌上 The basic structure here, right, the basic is 把书包放把书包放 But 放 is only put, is not changed. We must add 桌上 to indicate the place of the bag is changed. Or we can add 1.4 adjective to indicate state changed or new result. For example, we can have 好 or 干净. For example, number 4, 请把书包放好请把书包放好 The basic structure here is, right, 把书包放把书包放 But 放 is still only put. It's a stationary, it's not dynamic. So we must have this 好 at the end of a verb 放 to have 放好 to indicate a new state of the 书包 Of course, we can also add something at the beginning of a 把 sentence. For example, we can add 1.5 personal pronouns like 你我他 and so on. Let's see example number 3. 我把书包放桌上 Or we can add 1.6, a request or order like 请必须等 Let's see example number 4. 请把书包放好 Now we make a summary how to make 把 sentence. The basic structure is 把 plus noun plus verb. But this verb can be dynamic verb. When it is dynamic, it's okay, it's correct 把 sentence. But when this verb is not dynamic but stationary verb, it cannot be 把 sentence. We must add something after verb to make it to be dynamic. And then we have dynamic verb, and then this 把 sentence is correct. And now I think you can make 把 sentence by yourself. Let's practice. Practice number 1. 寄信寄信 which means send letter. So do you still remember the basic structure of a 把 sentence? 把 plus noun plus verb. So first we must have 把 at the beginning of sentence. And then we should find noun, 信, letter. And finally we have verb, 寄. But 寄 is a stationary verb. In order to change it to be dynamic, we should add 了 after 寄. And we have the correct 把 sentence. 把信寄了 Practice number 2. 打电话打电话 Make a call. So first we write 把 at the beginning. And 电话 as noun. And 打 as verb. But it's similar to practice number 1. 打 is a stationary. We should change it and add 了 after it. And then we have 打了 as a dynamic verb. And correct sentence is 把电话打了。Practice number 3. 放下书包，放下书包。Put the bag down. Right. I think you can do it by yourself now. It's 把书包放下，把书包放下。The only difference is the verb in this sentence 放下 is a dynamic verb already, so there's no need to add something. Practice number 4. 我关上门，我关上门。I close the door. Right. The 把 sentence is 我把门关上。The only difference is that we put something at the beginning of this 把 sentence 我。The final point I want to mention here is the 把 is not necessary to translate. And actually, there is no English corresponding word to 把。Now I think you can better understand. At the very beginning picture, there are 2 把 sentence. 我要把它们都吃了 and 小丽把手洗了。That's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give sub up if you like this video, and leave a message if you have any questions, and subscribe my channel. Thank you. See you.